Okay guys, so let's get straight into this sunset inspired tutorial. I'm just using my Maybelline concealer just to prime my eyelids and then setting that with a light cream shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. There's quite a few shades for this eye look to make it all blended. So the first shade I'm going in with is from Makeup Geek and this is Creme Brûlée. I'm just popping this as a transition colour in my crease. And then I realised that I hadn't done my brow, so I'm quickly going ahead and doing that. I just use my Essence, it's kind of like the Gimme Brow from Benefit, but I think it's a lot better and it's a lot cheaper. And then just going in with my Brow Wiz and not recording it on the camera properly. So I'm just continuing with Creme Brûlée, just going back and forth in my crease, blending that out slowly. And then the next shade that I'm going in with is also Makeup Geek, and that is Frappe. Just another colour just to slightly deepen and to add to the blending process. There is a lot of blending in between just to make sure that all the shadows go together without any harsh lines. The next colour I'm using is Bitten, which if you've watched a couple of my videos, you know that I love this colour. This is from Makeup Geek as well. It's a unique shadow. I don't own anything like it. It's like this nice burgundy colour, so I'm just popping that slightly deeper in the crease and just blending that through, ready for the next shade. So after going back and forth with Bitten, making sure that it's as dark as I would like, I'm going in very light-handedly with this pigment that I got from MAC. I'm putting the tiniest bit on my brush and even tapping a bit of excess off and popping this through my crease. When I think of sunsets, I think of beautiful purples and reds and oranges, and so I'm trying to recreate those kind of colors in this look. So this is a very intense pigment, which is why I'm only using a tiny bit, and then I'll be blending through and adding until I'm happy with the darkness. To get that orange shade, I've got this burnt orange, which is from the Morphe Jaclyn Hills palette. It is ES14 if you already own it or you want to buy it. These are really good quality shadows and they're super cheap. Only thing that sucks is that shipping to Australia takes forever. I remember when I ordered this palette, I was waiting so long for it. So I've put that orange just a little bit to blend out that purple, and now I'm going back in with the purple and the orange in between and just blending to make sure there are no harsh lines and that it's all seamless. Now this shadow, well actually pigment, sorry, is from Inglot. It's in the number 81. It does show up a little bit on the camera, but it is a duochrome. So one way it is pink and one way it is orange. I think I have used this before. It shows so much better in person. So I've just dampened my brush with some fixed spray to get a bit more of an intense look, and then blended through my crease to make sure that it's all going together. For the inner corner highlight, I'm using Pink Opal, which is limited edition from MAC. It is white and it has an iridescent pink in it, which is, I'm trying not to use it because it's limited edition. I don't want it to run out. So I've popped that on my inner corner. Again, I wet my brush as well, and I'm just quickly skimming through my winged liner as it takes me forever and I am the worst at filming it. I always get so close to the mirror and then realize I'm not even in the frame. I'm just popping on some lashes. These are the Ardel Dummy Wispies. I just wanted something slightly natural so you didn't cover any of the colours on the lid, but just something to add a bit extra, and then putting on some mascara just to blend the real and the falsies together. If you have stubborn lashes, sometimes like I do, I tend to curl them I curl them after once I've put my lashes in, just to help them blend with the real ones. Just going to make sure you clamp it tight a couple of times, as close to the lash as possible, and I find that it blends them through together a lot easier. Alright, it's time for the face. So I am priming using my Nivea aftershave balm, and for anyone who has oily skin, this is such a good primer. It's making, I don't think I could go back to anything else. I haven't stopped using it. I'm just worried that if too many people find out how good it is, I won't be able to buy it anywhere. And I'm just using some Loreal Lumi Magique just on my cheekbones, just because I want to add a bit of that extra glow just under my foundation. I notice sometimes if my foundation's set too much and I try to put it on top, it doesn't blend together as well. Foundation today, I'm using my L'Oreal True Match and put a couple drops of the Custom Cover FX. My favourite way to do my foundation at the moment is with this Zoeva Silk Finish brush. I blend it all through, and then I use my Real Techniques Complexion Miracle Sponge, I think it is, just to tap off the excess, and I feel like it gives a really nice finish to the skin and doesn't look as packed on when I was using just the sponge. For concealer today, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me, I believe it is, and it's like the lightest shade there is because I'm pale and I need that. So I'm just popping that under my eyes and, I don't know, attempting to highlight, you know, in the areas that you usually would. I've heard that packing a lot of this on works the best, so that's what I'm doing, and then I will be blending that in with my sponge as well. So I'm just setting that using a combination of two of the colours from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and then I'll be setting the rest of my face with my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder in the shade Natural. Now going back to the eyes, I'm using a little flat definer brush and bitten and taking that just very close to my lash line. I want to get it as close as I possibly can. And then to deepen it up again, I'm going in with the purple pigment from MAC and going in with that and filming shockingly. And then to blend that all out, I'm taking the orange from the Morphe shade just to match what's on the top is on the bottom. And then going in with this cream coloured eyeliner pencil, I can't remember what brand it's from, just to open up the eyes a bit, as I didn't really feel like putting black in there. And then I really wanted to make that inner corner pop, so I decided to go back in and put some more pigment in. For contouring today, I'm using my NARS Eater brush and my Essence eyeshadow in my favourite tauping. I think it's tauping, I'm not quite sure, but it is a perfect ashy shade. It's really good for people with light skin, and it's only a couple dollars. So I'm just using that, flicking up just to make sure that I don't take the contour too far down. I already have quite sunken in cheekbones, so it looks more dramatic than what it is. As you can see, when I tilt my head down, you can already see where I need to put it. So I'm just going in and contouring with that. I think I did my nose a little bit as well. I'm still not the best at that yet, but you know, practice makes perfect. And then oh yep, got to do that holiday double chin. To bronze up my complexion and make me look not so pasty white, I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light, and I'm going in with the shade which is in the middle down the bottom. I don't have the palette with me right this second, so I'm just using that just to bronze up my cheeks and a little bit on the temple as well, just to make that forehead not look so big. And all those little baby hairs, don't you hate them? Like, they just would not get out of the way. And then for my blush, I am using Fetching, which is from the Tarte Bling It On palette. I bought it when I was in Sephora and I haven't stopped using it. The blushes are so pretty and they last forever. I think I'm going to have to buy some more. So I'm just using that, and then for highlight I am using Mary Loumanizer by the Balm, which I purchased and I have not stopped wearing it since I got it, with this Zoeva fan brush, which I never thought I was going to need a fan brush in my life, but ever since I started using this, I really don't think I can go back to another one. So I'm just highlighting Cupid's bow, tip of the nose, a little bit of the bridge of the nose, and I think I packed a bit extra on my cheeks just because I love that extra glow. For my lips, I'm using this liquid lipstick by Chi Chi Cosmetics in the shade Bombshell. I did do a little swatch video on my lips. I bought a small set of 5 for a holiday collection. I'll pop that video down below. They don't actually dry matte like normal liquid lipsticks do. They're a bit more glossy, but the colours are nice and they don't take long to build up, which is great. To finish everything off, I'm just using a ton load of my e.l.f. setting spray. I've heard this is as good as the Urban Decay. I don't know if I can justify spending that much on a setting spray. I've heard it's worth it though, so I may. That's the finished look. I really hope that you liked it, and I look forward to making more videos in 2016. See ya!